There were 7 houses that were impacted by rounds fired by the suspect. There were 11 vehicles, to include a fifth-wheel RV, that were impacted by rounds fired. There were 5 other injured vehicles, victims' vehicles, that were struck by gunfire. They left and took themselves to the ER and were treated themselves. There were approximately 176 rounds that we are aware of at this time of casings that were located of caliber .223. 141 of those rounds that we can show at this time were fired from the residence of the suspect. The empty AR-15 was left at that location, and the suspect then obtained the 9mm and the .22 caliber firearm and moved south towards the church. We're still finalizing the number of rounds fired, but at this time, the best information that we have at this time is that the subject fired at least 18 rounds from the church in the volley of fire exchanged by the suspect and law enforcement officers. The suspect engaged officers and was killed in front of the First Church of Christ at 713 North Dustin.
One of the questions that was asked yesterday was how many rounds totally, how much ammo was available to the suspect, and to the best of our ability, it's over 1,400 rounds. Were either on the suspect and he had used them, or they were still in some of the weapons, and we'll talk about that in a minute, or they were inside the house that this all started from. So the suspect had access to a lot of ammunition. There were also 10 other weapons of various calibers that were at the residence. The suspect had a rifle and 2 pistols, but he had access to potentially 10 other weapons that were at the residence.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.